The second test match between Sri Lanka and England is set to commence on Wednesday the 14th of November at the Pallekelle International Cricket Stadium. England secured a dominant 221-run victory over the hosts in Galle to spoil Rangana Herath's farewell and take a 1-0 lead in the three-match series. Coming into the series, there were concerns that the second test would need to be shifted to Colombo owing to an issue pertaining to the reservation of hotel rooms for the players and match officials. But the matter was resolved last week, avoiding a major crisis. Pallekelle, one of the newest test venues in the country, has hosted only 6 tests since 2010, with Sri Lanka winning 1, losing 2 and the rest of the matches ending as no results. Sri Lanka will be without their regular skipper Dinesh Chandimal, who has been sidelined for 2 weeks due to a groin injury which he picked up in Galle. Suranga Lakmal, Sri Lanka's experienced fast bowler, has been appointed as the captain in Chandimal's absence. Lakmal has a perfect record as captain, winning 3 games in as many matches. 21-year-old left-handed batsman Charit Asalanka was drafted into the squad as a replacement for Chandimal, but the other middle-order batsman already in the squad, Roshan Silva, is the likely candidate to fill Chandimal's void. The other expected change in the Sri Lankan lineup would be left-arm spinner Malinda Pushpakumara coming in for the newly retired Rangana Herath. The home team faced yet another setback when spinner Akila Dhananjaya was reported by the on-field umpires in Galle for a suspect bowling action. He is expected to play the match in Pallekelle but may miss the final game in Colombo, as he is required to undergo testing within 14 days of being reported. Stand-in captain Suranga Lakmal shared his views ahead of the second test.
ඇත්තටම අපි එක තරඟයක් පරාජය වුණා කියලා මම හිතන්නේ අපි ක්‍රීඩකයෝ විදිහට අපි හැම විටම අපේ මානසික තත්ත්වය මම හිතන්නේ අපි ක්‍රීඩා කරන්නේ අපේ රටේ අපි තරඟයක් පරදුනා කියලා අපි කොයි වෙලාවකවත් අපි මානසික තත්ත්වයෙන් පල්ලෙහාට වැටලා නැහැ දැනට. මම හිතන්නේ කෙසේ හෝ අපි ක්‍රීඩා කරන්නේ ඉදිරි තරඟ දෙක ජයග්‍රහණය කරන මොකද මේ තරඟය අපිට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙනවා මොකද අපි තරඟාවලියේ රැඳී සිටින්නේ. මොකද අපිට කලමනාකාරීත්වයත් ඒ දේවල්ුත් අපිට මම හිතන්නේ අපිට කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න බැරි දේවල්. මොකද අපිට ක්‍රීඩකයෝ විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන් මැදට බහැලා රට වෙනුවෙන් ක්‍රීඩා කරලා අපිට කෙසේ හෝ තරඟ ජයග්‍රහණයට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් කරන එක තමයි මම හිතන්නේ අපි මම කණ්ඩායමක් විදිහට මගේ කණ්ඩායම ඉස්සරහට අරගෙන යන්නේ.
The probable 11 for Sri Lanka are Dimuth Karunaratne, Kaushal Silva, Dhananjaya De Silva, Kusal Mendis, Angelo Matthews, Roshan Silva, Niroshan Dikwella, Dilruwan Pereira, Akila Dhananjaya, Suranga Lakmal and Malinda Pushpakumara. In Galle, England were clinical as they ended a 13-match winless streak overseas. Debutant Ben Foakes' 100 set up a commendable first innings score, followed by a classic 100 by opening batsman Keaton Jennings in the second innings. The English spin troika of Moeen Ali, Jack Leach and Adil Rashid shared 16 wickets among them in both innings to outperform their counterparts and bowl England to their first win in Galle. England have their own selection conundrum, with Johnny Bairstow expected to be fit for this game after recovering from an ankle injury he suffered earlier on in the tour. But the visitors are unlikely to change their winning combination. England skipper Joe Root faced the media on the eve of the Pallekelle test.
You have to look to be as adaptable as possible, and that's something that was a real strength of ours throughout that test match. I think that'll be exactly the same here. But ultimately, I want us to look to take positive option if we're unsure at any stage. I want us to try and continue to keep taking the game to the opposition. So, if that is the case, and throughout the next Test match, so be it. But ultimately, it'll come down to then, when we have a real clear understanding of the surface and how things are panning out and the situation in front of us, how quickly we can adapt and get in control of the game.
The probable 11 for England are Keaton Jennings, Rory Burns, Moeen Ali, Joe Root, Ben Stokes, Joss Buttler, Ben Foakes, Sam Curran, Adil Rashid, Jack Leach and James Anderson. The Pallekelle pitch is renowned to favour free stroke making, at least in the first couple of days before assisting the spinners later on. Slight thunder showers are expected to interrupt the match throughout the course of the match. But with no rain in the days intervening the two matches, the showers may just stay away.